we done?
No, listen, this attack on my brother-in-law, I don't know what it means.
Flashback.
I fear for my family.
I'm sure they'll be fine. I am told the assassin that survived is gravely injured. It's doubtful he'll live. Now, thank me and shake my hand.
Are we about to see something that we didn't see when this episode actually aired or happened, I guess?
Gunman died at the scene. The second succumbed to his wounds earlier this evening at an area hospital.
Your nephews grew impatient. They continued to press me for my permission to kill Walter White. When I wouldn't give it, they settled instead for DEA Agent Schrader. But a phone call was placed to Agent Schrader moments before the attack, thus giving him the upper hand. Marco was shot in the face and died instantly. Leonel lingered for several hours.
Marco and Leonel.
Juan Bolsa may have some insight into who placed it. But yesterday, the federales raided his hacienda. Juan was shot dead. A mistake made by his own men. I thought you should hear from me. This is what comes of blood for blood, Hector.
Cool. What a good start to an episode. It's cool to find out their names. We've never heard their names before, right?
I'm still pretty new at this. I mean, one minute I'm starting a new business. My wife and I are thinking about having kids. Walk into a doctor's office and suddenly, I mean, life as I know it will never...
Excuse me.
It's like they say, you know, man plans and God laughs.
That is such bullshit.
Excuse me?
Never give up control. Live life on your own terms.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Cancer's cancer, so...
To hell with your cancer. I've been living with cancer for the better part of a year. Right from the start, it's a death sentence. That's what they keep telling me.
Interesting to get like a timeline on this show.
Every life comes with a death sentence. One of these times, I'm gonna hear some bad news.
Brian's got some big calves on him, just noticed.
Me. That's how I live my life.
Memory? That just was? Or did that happen just immediately now before this? Oh, wow. We actually get to see things from Gus's POV.
This residue here
Damn.
is why we descale with cool water from the walk-in and not water from the tap, remember? Do it again, please.
Oh, this is going to be a call from the DEA.
Yes, Detective.
I'm very curious to see how this goes. Because I wonder if he...
Gustavo, thanks for coming in.
My pleasure. How's Kathy?
Much better, thank you.
And you know Hank Schrader?
Yes, indeed.
Well, should we get started?
Ooh, I'm nervous, excited.
Gus, we all appreciate your coming in here to talk to us, but you have the right to have an attorney present also.
Can't see how that would be necessary. But then again, I have no idea why I'm here. Very anxious to find out what this is all about.
I feel like I wouldn't consent to recording until,
A drug-related homicide.
Gail Bedeker's apartment.
So you knew the victim.
15 years ago, I established a chemistry scholarship at UNM. Gail was a recipient of this scholarship, perhaps one of 3 dozen. I hadn't seen Gail for years until I ran into him a few weeks ago. Ran into isn't quite accurate, as I assume he came by to reestablish contact with me. He invited me to dinner the following night, and I accepted. Perhaps a week later, I read about him in the paper. Now, he wanted money, a vague investment opportunity. At any rate, I declined his business offer, and after what was a very pleasant meal, left.
Can you tell us where you were on the night of Wednesday, the 23rd, at around 8 p.m.?
I was at a fundraiser at Presbyterian Hospital. I was there from 7 to about 10.
Sorry, yeah, just one other thing. Is Gustavo Fring your real name?
Is it my real name?
I know you're a Chilean national, but there are no records of you ever living there. Immigrated to Mexico in 1986, and then a couple years later, you were granted an entry visa to the United States. Strange.
No, really, it isn't. General Pinochet's government was guilty of a great many sins. First and foremost were its human rights abuses, but it was also notoriously unreliable at keeping records. I'm sure if you keep digging, you'll find me.
Okay, I think that's it, Gus. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Smooth. Although if I was him, I maybe would have asked, like, how are my fingerprints in the database? Or like, how did you know it was my fingerprint? You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, this is the thumbnail of the episode.
Are we buying?
This thing with his name, what are you thinking there?
I mean, before 86, this guy's a ghost. You know, state just wasn't as tough on background checks pre 9/11.
True.
The scholarship thing explains it.
Well, I'll admit to a certain degree of bias. This man has been a long-time friend of DEA.
And that was probably strategic the whole time.
I thought his story was credible.
Well, I agree. I think it was a good story. Law enforcement booster sees that someone he just had dinner with, someone he thought a lot of, was murdered. Didn't call you or one of his other cop friends to share his connection with the case or ask about the investigation.
We can't predicate a criminal investigation on a person not making phone calls.
Not caring. Also, they had just reconnected.
I want to follow up on the
Right.
scholarship, the
According to
alibi,
his
but my
explanation.
overall impression, I believe
He
him.
hadn't seen him in years, is what he said. We know that's a bunch of bullshit, right? So Hank still being suspicious is
Nice
like,
touch.
you know, we know there's a reason for him to be, but putting myself in their shoes, though, I'd probably believe it too.
$1,200 a month. I did a lot of research, and for this neighborhood, that's a pretty good deal.
You kidding me? That's a great deal.
$1,200 for the whole house in like what, 2011? House like this now would be like, God, 2,000 plus a month in rent.
So, you'll thank Jesse again from both of us.
You got it.
So how's he doing?
He's good. He's busy.
Oh, he was right there.
Hey, look, I don't mind dropping checks off every week like Ed McMahon, but if you really want to know how they're doing, why don't you go see for yourself?
I don't think he wants the attachment anymore. Like, he doesn't want to risk it, I think.
I'll catch you later.
Or maybe he is.
Hey, you gonna need a ride home?
Okay,
Nope.
never mind. I feel like Jesse has aged so much in the last, like, season and a bit. He's just looking a lot older. And especially compared to season 1, oh my God, in comparison, it feels like there's a 10-year difference there. This is a very elegant way of hiding the money, I must say. Yeah, okay. A little bit too heavy. You could just pile it on shelves or on the floor. Oh, or yeah, under the house. That's also a good.
Plus, it shows our wipe down crew.
This stuff's been here a while.
Hey, Walt, you do me a favor? Reed's working tomorrow, and there's this gem and mineral show that's opening at the fairgrounds. I was wondering if you could maybe give me a lift.
Yeah, sure.
That rose, almost salmon hue, you know? Hey, Walt, there's no rock show, okay? I just said that so Marie wouldn't freak. Here, take it right here.
Walt immediately is like, oh, oh no.
Hank, where are we going?
Yeah, where are we going?
You hungry? We're not here for the chicken. You ready for your mind to be blown? Sure. Gustavo Fring. Oh, you met him.
Yeah, the fun run guy. Yeah, what about him?
I can't prove it, mind you, but I suspect the man's a drug dealer. Yeah, methamphetamine.
Oh, Walt, you're so unconvincing.
That this guy may be one of the biggest movers in the Southwest. Remember Gail Bedecker?
Yeah.
And you said that he didn't strike you as being the boss man type.
That was just speculation.
Didn't matter. It made me keep at it. Chicken Man's fingerprints at Bedecker's murder scene.
That Gustavo Fring killed Gail Bedecker?
Oh, yeah, probably not. I mean, these guys used to get, like a dunce to pull the trigger, right? But his fingerprints being there was enough for us to bring him in.
You brought him into the police.
The problem is that he...
What did you ask him? What did he
Oh my
say?
God, shut up.
Will you let me finish my story here?
Oh my God, you're the listener.
Interested, so.
All right, well, anyway, so...
Oh, he is so unconvincing. Hank is gullible AF.
I mean, he's got reasons for everything. This guy is terms of endearment convincing.
So he's not guilty?
Yeah, as far as DEA and APD are concerned, he's not. Officially, Fring's not a suspect.
Don't exhale, Walt.
Something deep down says he's my guy. Just gotta prove it.
Hank, why are you telling me this?
I need a favor.
What favor?
I mean, the guy drives a 10-year-old Volvo. It's brilliant. What I need for you to do, stick this on it. Stick this on the car. This part right here. It's a magnet. And see where he goes. Cool, huh?
Isn't this investigation done with? Is Hank allowed to do this?
Pretty amazing times we live in here.
Hank, isn't that illegal? I mean,
That's exactly my
there's some
fucking
sort of-
question.
Known as extra legal, but trust me, it's our little secret.
Oh my God. Mike!
It's easy, okay? Now, when you bend down to tie your shoe, you stick this up into the wheel well.
Hank, I don't feel good about this at all.
Look, Walt, I know that this kind of thing is outside your comfort
No,
zone.
I mean, this is a mistake.
I mean, this is really important to me. Jesus, just you make me beg you? Come on, just stick it in there.
Well, Mike being there is actually good because Mike can see what he's doing and then just remove it immediately and put it on a different car. You know what I mean? I feel like Walt needs to do this to just keep Hank's trust. That's my guess, is maybe Mike will go and grab it. Or Walt will just stick it on the car right beside because, you know, there's another car there. Oh, okay, never mind. He didn't even do it, and he knows he didn't do it. There's no way that was convincing.
May I help you? Sir, may I help you?
Yeah, he didn't put it on.
I didn't do it. See, I didn't do it. Do it. Do it. May I help you with your order?
What the hell is...
Made sure it was secure.
Hey, where's my soda?
Just kidding. Let's...
All right, well, Gus is gonna have to tell him what's up. I like that Gus just knew. He's definitely not happy about it. Stressful.
I swear to God, I thought I was driving the man to a gem and mineral show. And all of a sudden he has me pulling into your restaurant and telling me that he's investigating you. He's operating on pure conjecture. But if something were to happen to Hank, we have a mutual interest in resolving this without violence. I will make sure that he discovers nothing.
What? Oh, hey, don't wait to be like...
Jesse, what is this shirt? It's very blingy.
So where do we stand? The thing that you were supposed to do. I assume you haven't done it.
Nope.
Oh, Jesus. Asshole. Creaming to get it done? Go do it yourself.
If he didn't see me coming like he's some kind of...
But the other thing, this can't happen now because, well, never mind. I don't think Gus is gonna die. If he does have a death in this show, it's not gonna happen until next season.
He's on to Gus. Huh. Did you hear what I just said? My brother-in-law is on to Gus.
Yeah, I got it. Your brother-in-law. Okay, I'm thinking. Plus douchebag to a minus douchebag, and you get like 0 douchebags.
I've got some math for you.
Oh boy.
Hank catching Gus equals Hank catching us. He's relentless. All right, he won't quit.
He really won't.
Think a dude like Gus would let your boy anywhere near him? He'll break out his box cutter on his sorry gimp ass.
So you haven't even seen him since that time at the diner? Okay.
Yeah, he has to keep that one thing a secret from him. The meeting with that guy.
You need to tell Mike that you are worried about Hank's investigation, okay? Hank already knows who you are, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Actually did kill Gail, so there's that.
Yep.
For you to request a sit-down with Gus so you can discuss what you would say in case Hank brings you in for questioning. And when you're near him...
I don't think it's gonna happen at all.
He ain't gonna set up no meeting.
Well, then insist on it, damn it! Act panicked! Gus's ass is on the line. He will meet with you if he thinks that you're a liability.
No, he will waste me if he thinks I'm a liability.
Yeah, that's more likely. Oh, this house looks so nice compared to how it was. Thank God. It was so awful before. I hated it. Don't be a Snoop. Walt, come on. Don't be a Snoop. He's gonna see it's unread. Or sorry, he's gonna see it's red, not unread.
I think you, I got a phone call. Anything important?
Well, that was Walt's confirmation that Jesse is keeping things from him and is like being told to keep things from him. So I love that he's got a monitor dedicated to, or a laptop rather, dedicated to those cameras.
Neither the DEA nor the APD considers you a person of interest.
Schrader's looking into you totally on his lonesome.
Does he have resources?
Just him, his credit card, and his chauffeur, Walter.
From what I hear, he'd be committing career suicide if he were to mention you to Murkert again.
No warrant for the tracking device on
No.
the car.
No. Guy's gone totally maverick.
Gus is gonna twist this and put it.
Make sure we don't throw him any bones. He'll never make a case.
If I can't find any trace of you before 89, I seriously doubt Schrader can.
Seems to me the bigger problem's the cartel. Dealing with both Schrader and the Mexicans at the same time, if he happens to be watching when they make a move, it could be the perfect storm.
Thank you.
I wonder if Gus is gonna twist this and go and turn this into them, and then they're gonna get mad at Hank for doing this without a warrant. Or is he just gonna... Oh, he's just gonna ignore it. Or take it off the car and just place it there. If I was Gus, I would have turned that in. I would have turned that in to the police and been like, I thought we were fine. And then they would get super pissed at Hank.
The cartel has given me its ultimatum, to which I've said no. DEA agent Schrader, he's a concern. He's looking into my past.
I like what Mike said. Mike being like, if I can't find anything on you before this, then he likely won't be able to. We know Mike is really good, so I don't think Hank can beat him out. It's today the day, Hector.
Siéntate, me está poniendo nervioso.
Flashback. This has got to be a flashback.
Un buen plan. Confía en ti mismo. Todo va a salir bien.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a flashback. Are you... The choice in the color grading to like signify a flashback is a good choice. Because that was the first thing that clued me in.
Ellos no van a decir nada. Les gusta lo que ven.
It's crazy to see this man up and walking around and talking.
Si el jefe quiere que ellos tomen, ellos toman.
Así que los pollos hermanos.
Mm.
Me gusta su restaurante.
Hermanos. Oh, the name of the restaurant. I don't know why I didn't put that together.
A mí no me parecen hermanos.
Ustedes dos, ese pollo que cocinan, se lo juro por mi madre, que es el más sabroso en todo México.
Gracias, Don Eladio. Es un gran honor. Max es el chef. Todos las...
Don Eladio. All right.
Sigan así. Ese pollo es tan sazonado.
For the first time in this show, I'm finally getting like Narcos vibes.
De las operaciones del negocio.
Gustavo es un hombre de negocio brillante.
Eres el businessman. Dígame una cosa. ¿Qué tienen en el menú?
Bueno, tenemos varios acompañamientos de arroz, frijoles.
Yeah, I don't think it means food.
Nada más. Vamos, sean honestos. Algo por el lado, a lo mejor. Ellos regresan no solamente con el pollo, sino regresan endrogados. Metanfetamina.
Con todo respeto, Don Eladio. Yo no sobrevení, les demuestras.
No encontramos otra manera de llamarle la atención. Queremos trabajar con usted, don Eladio.
La cocaína para los pobres. Juegan con eso. Y ahí no hay plata.
Si me permite, don Eladio, yo soy bioquímico de profesión, como vidrio. Es más pura.
Triplicaría sus ganancias.
No solo son buenos cocineros, son buenos para hablar pendejadas.
Oh, if only you knew. But this conversation reminds me of Mexico's resistance to getting into cocaine when they only ever really did weed for however long.
De las ganancias es para ellos, a pesar de que usted asume.
And then Mexico with cocaine just went pew, and now for this, they're like, meth,
Más adictiva, más potente que la
That
cocaína.
part is true, yes, it is.
Es que es totalmente artificial. Le podemos mostrar cómo fabricarla. aquí mismo en México.
Y usted se queda con todas las ganancias.
Héctor, ¿cómo no le ofreces a los invitados de tu mamá? ¿No? ¿No es cierto?
Sí, Gustavo, él pagó por mi educación. Podemos montar un laboratorio para usted.
Fantástico. Si tú eres el cocinero, ¿para qué lo necesito a él?
Señor.
¿Por qué tengo que hacer negocio con un hombre que me falta respeto y que me manipula para hacer esta reunión?
Yo no vendí nada. Tensión, insultarlo.
Para mí, este hombre es la persona más... Este hombre me hizo el hombre que soy hoy. Él es mi compañero, sí. Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero. Por favor, se lo...
Felt that coming like 2 minutes ago.
Míralo. Tú le hiciste eso. La única razón por la cual tú estás vivo y él no es porque yo sé quién eres tú. Pero entiéndeme bien. Ya no estás en Chile. Quédate con los pollos.
Well, he didn't listen. He didn't listen to that. See, this is what I was expecting most of Breaking Bad to be. Don't get me wrong, Breaking Bad has still been a wonderful show and I've been enjoying it, but going into it knowing that it was about meth and drugs and just whatever. And then also with me recently watching like Narcos and Narcos Mexico, like, yeah, that kind of scene is more what I kind of thought this show was about. He's not gonna... Oh, he's not gonna look at you. Oh, it's so awesome getting some insight into both of their pasts and getting more information. I want to know what the fuck was up with him in Chile, though. He was probably some bigwig, and that's why there's no... Well, no, if he was a bigwig drug guy, there would still be a record of him, I think. Unless he managed to swing the right people into destroying everything. Oh my god, the drool isn't a nice touch. He's so good at acting... Oh, wow, that episode flew. He is so good at acting with, like, just his facial expressions. The actor that plays him, yeah, he's really, really good. All right, well, that was a wonderful episode just for, like, development on our villains and the evil guys that are in this show. Oh, I want more of that. I want so much more of what we just had. And I feel like we're gonna get that. From now through to the end of the show. I feel like it is going to feel more like our Narcos Mexico style of shows. I just want more. I want more info. And I kind of, I feel bad for Gus after seeing that very traumatic experience, but it adds so much context into the why behind what he's doing now, you know, and having this kind of ongoing relationship-ish with, oh my God, I can't remember his name now, but the old man, the guy. There's a part of me that's curious if the reason why he's in the condition he's in is actually because of Gus, and we just don't know that yet. So that's like one theory I have. I'm not fully convinced that his current state is due to old age. You know what I mean? Like, can't walk, can't talk, can only use the bell, but he can still, like, he has facial expression. He can still communicate that way with his eyes and just with his general face. And he can ring his little bell. So I wonder, I don't know how to do that to someone. Like, I don't know what, but there's gotta be, I mean, it could be because of old age, but like there's oxygen tank too, we gotta remember, but I don't know. There's just something about that now after seeing this episode and seeing what they did to him with the other guy, his partner. It just leads me to think that maybe Gus is the reason why he is the way he is. Maybe, I don't know. But that's a theory I have. And yeah, Hank. Oh my gosh, everything with Hank. So Hank thinks the thing is on the car. Hank's gonna see that nothing's moved, right? Although Hank to get that back, so Gus is gonna have to put it back on the car at some point, right? In order for Hank to come and collect it, which he's gonna do with Walt. He's probably gonna bring Walt back. Walt's gonna go and grab it, and then Hank will take it and see that there's literally no data on it because of the fact it's been just attached to the garbage can, I think is what he put it on or something like that. So anyway, that's gonna be, I won't lie, I kind of wish that Gus would have taken that in to the police. Like, I'm sure that he could have swung it in a believable way. Gus could have easily looked out the window, seen Walt, seen Hank, and then looked at his car, possibly found it himself. He could have taken that to the police. And also, doesn't he have, I feel like Gus would have a camera that looks out into the parking lot, maybe, maybe that's overkill for a fast food restaurant, but being that Gus has cameras inside the restaurant, it would make sense that he has cameras outside the restaurant. So, like, if he has a camera pointed to the parking lot, all he would need to do is just grab that footage and take that with the GPS tracker to the police/DEA and just be like, why did Hank do this to me? I thought this conversation was done. Like, I thought everything was over. Like, this is illegal, right? Like, you need a warrant. So who knows? Maybe that's still to come. Is it, I love Hank, but is it bad that I kind of want Gus to do that? Because that would get Hank in so much trouble. And I feel like Hank would like be fired, like for good. And then Hank would be, it's really hard to do an investigation at this level completely on your own without any kind of police or DEA resources, right? So yeah, I don't know. But this episode was very interesting. I like that Hank is still motivated, but of course it worries Walt. And it worries Gus now too, I think. Well, of course it does, because Mike was the one that went digging and found out that they really don't have any, or he doesn't really have anything to go on. Everyone else has dropped it and they don't believe that Gus is a bad person or anything. But I'm curious to see what else happens with Hank in terms of like evidence or his suspicions or anything like that. And I'm also interested in the Walt-Hank dynamic. I truly feel like that conversation that, I mean, there's been so many conversations that Walt and Hank have had where Walt is completely unconvincing. And it makes me feel like Hank is super gullible, but they're family, right? So it's possible that Hank just isn't seeing that. Like, he's just not noticing that like the way that we would if we were kind of questioning someone in the same situation. And I don't know. I feel like with family, you're more inclined to believe them and think the best of them. And so to us, it looks obvious that Walt is like not, you know, but Hank's probably looking at him and just not thinking anything of it. So yeah, I don't know. But man, this episode has me a little bit more excited than I was before for what's to come. So looking forward to your comments, and we will see you in the next reaction. Take care, everyone.